All right, y'all, I am at the inaugural Legends Con, celebration of all things Star Wars Expanded Universe. We're gonna have author signings and author interviews and cosplays, and I'm very excited for the day. And most importantly, I found the secret stash of free water bottles. So, gotta stay hydrated, kids. Wish me luck. Jared Mays here at the inaugural Legends Con, and I found a fan of the show, Surfer Eddie. Also here, I'm joined with...
Brennan.
Well, there we go. Say it again. Brennan and...
Marcel.
There we go, Marcel. Where are you guys from?
California, just about half an hour from here. Toronto, Canada.
Oh, wow.
Arkansas.
Arkansas represent. What are you guys looking forward to today here at Legends Con?
It's the first Legends Con, so just up to anything, meeting the authors and checking out the merch. More Legends.
There you go.
I already have Robert Hansen on my list.
Oh, did you? Yeah, I'm gonna go do that next.
Really just meeting all the authors and interacting with fans.
Cool.
That's what I'm most excited about, meeting other fans. When do we get an opportunity to meet other fans of Legends?
Well, we're few and far between.
Yes, exactly.
But there are dozens of us, literally dozens. And so, guys, I hope you have a great day at the show. We'll catch up at the end and see if all your dreams came true.
I have a tendency to wax poetic in my prose from time to time, which I sort of let run free in Revenge of the Sith, because I was trying to evoke that sort of classic epic tragedy. I was an actor. I studied Greek theater in college, and that's what I liked. That's what I was going for, was this sort of elevated, operatic kind of style. And my favorite instance of my going over the top is the sequence there on the battle bridge of the Invisible Hand. I can't remember the actual lines, but it's just it is one of those sequences in there that this is Obi-Wan Kenobi right now. There's one there where it's just describing him giving himself to the Force, and that's how they win. Right? He opens himself up, becomes a window into the Force, sort of thing. And and it is from, I guess, a literary criticism standpoint, it's completely purple and over the freaking top. But it works for me. It works for me when I read it. When I reread it, I read that and I'm like, wow, yeah.
Here I am joined by Jalen, friend of the show, dressed today in her cosplay of Tahiri Vela. Look at this, all the way down to the bare feet. Kind of bare feet. They're in like little socks.
I found toe socks for this, yes.
Toe socks. Well, tell us a little bit about your Legends fandom. What are you into? What kinds of stuff has brought you here to Legends Con today?
I accidentally discovered the EU when I was in like 4th or 5th grade, and I barely understood what I was reading. But I started with NJO, which was definitely a great starting point. I was super into post-Return of the Jedi. What happens to Han, Luke, and Leia after the movies and where their families go and the stories of their kids, and that really drew me in.
And Jalen was telling me yesterday, controversial take here, she's a big fan of the Denning verse, loves Troy Denning.
I will stand by that. I do. I have gone to the Stover panel so far. We just got off of that. It was amazing.
Yeah, he's a real storyteller.
Yeah, it was definitely fun. I think it's a really interesting experience when we are based as reader fans, and like all these names are kind of just concepts to us, and we rarely get to put like faces and voices to it. So like meeting some of these people in person is really crazy, but it's a really great experience.
Yeah, definitely. I see you've got a good little stack of books down there. You've been getting some signed?
Yep, I got my whole schedule planned out so I can attend the best panels and get my list, or go through my list, so.
Great. Well, there's actually another panel in this room in just a few minutes. It's going to be a Clone Wars panel with Matthew Stover and Sean Stewart. Unfortunately, though, I am so hungry. I've got to run and grab a bite to eat. I'm going to get noodles. Noodle stands arise. All right. Thank you, Jalen. Appreciate the time here, and thanks for listening to Legends Look Back.
Thanks for having me.
When you write a book in which Yoda is a main character, it means it's Star Wars, so it's got to be fun, it's got to be exciting, it's got to have funny moments, but it also, at some level, with Yoda being a central character, has to touch on some of the deep stuff.
Right.
It has to grapple at some level with the problem of evil. We live in an interesting age in which some really important questions of what is right action and why do bad things happen to good people, outside of church, they're addressed more in science fiction and fantasy than they are in most other parts of popular culture. So in one sense, I hope that Dark Rendezvous gives you all the fun you want from a Star Wars book, but maybe also touches on some of the deeps. I certainly know that when I was writing it, one source of real pressure for me was the knowledge that there would be some people sometime who would come to that book at a dark moment in their lives and need there to be some food there,
some substance
for them.
Sure.
So if
All right, there's something really cool that they're doing here at Legends Con. In addition to the panels and the author signings and the merch booths, they also are having a book swap. Of course, for so many Legends fans, being a book collector is so much of what our hobby is. So I'm really excited about the book swap. I am going in with one book that I have brought for trade, and I'm gonna see if I can flip it. I accidentally bought an extra copy of Enemy Lines, so I'm gonna take it in right now and see if I can trade away this bad boy.
Hi, I'm Karina. I want to trade this book in for something else.
All right, so we've got, was it Force Heretic
2
Refugee? All right, a good Legends paperback.
Hi, I'm Antonio. I'm really attached to my books, so I have a hard time trading, but if someone wants to take my money,
All right, so he brought money to trade. Love it. Who we got
How's it going?
here?
I'm Brian. I got a few books, but I haven't had a chance to bust them out yet. But I'll just kind of like roll up, see what's going on, and
Pull them out. Let's see what we
yeah,
got.
yeah. So I had a couple extras because throughout the years I always forget to keep track of what I have and what I don't have.
I have 8 different.
Yeah, right? Yeah, you know what's up. So no, that's to maybe get excited. I got some Tales of the Jedi comics. I got some of these, and I have a Darth Maul Son of Dathomir comic, which is kind of hard to find. So I actually found 2 of them, but I'm like, well, we'll see who's got what, and then that's kind of what I got right now. What's that? No, my mint condition's at home. But the comics are pretty good though. Yeah.
All right, who else do we have?
Hi. Yes, I'm in the same boat as Antonio over here. This is
You got
Jack.
money. Hi,
Money.
my name is Jack. I have the Horny Ventress book.
Oh yeah.
Dark Disciple.
Classic.
Yeah, which it's a fun time if you like Ventress. If you like seeing Ventress do Ventress things, this one's for you. But this is what I have to trade.
All right.
I'm kind of here just hanging out with my friends. I don't have money or books.
That's very relatable. Very relatable. What's up, everybody? I'm joined here with a friend of the show, Surfer Eddie. What's up, Eddie?
What's going on, Jared?
Glad to
Good
get to
see
finally
you.
meet you in person. We chatted a little bit this morning before the convention started about your hopes for the event. So we're at the end of day 1. How has Legends Con been for you?
It's been amazing. It's been amazing just seeing you. First of all, I geeked out because I'm a huge fan of the show. So I saw you first thing in the morning.
You looked right at me, just like this. And I was like,
I did.
What's happening here?
Yeah,
and then you said,
exactly.
I'm Surfer Eddie. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh, hey.
So I actually gave him a hug.
Yeah.
I had to. I'm a huge fan of the show, so I appreciate everything you do. And plus, as far as I didn't know what to expect really.
Yeah.
But it's been I think a success. I feel all the authors, panels, it's been super amazing, and I'm just super happy to be here. Really geeked out throughout the whole day.
Yeah, they've really packed the day with panels. There's been a variety of options. I mean, an astounding number of a wealth of resources, of stuff to get to sit in on and learn. And it's been a small convention, only a few hundred people, but because of that, there's been a lot of personal access to the creators.
Oh yeah.
And like, if you want to stay after a panel and ask another question to, Randy Stradley or Sean Stewart, you can. And so it's been a great opportunity for that. Michael Stackpole is just out walking the halls, looking at stuff, picking up free comic books, and so
they've been amazing with the fans. Sorry to interrupt
Yeah.
you, but yeah, they've been super amazing with the fans as far as the authors and interacting with the fans. I'm just extremely happy.
Yeah,
about that.
cool. Well, tell us a little bit about your Legends fandom here while we've got you. How did you first get into the expanded universe?
So it was back in, I forgot exactly the year, but I was a little bit late. It was early 2000s, I think. What introduced me to Legends was actually Shadow of the Empire Evolution, the comic book.
Really?
So I was in a comic book shop, and I knew there was comics and novels and everything, but nothing really, I didn't look into it. But I saw the cover of that Shadows of the Empire Evolution #1.
They're good covers, yeah.
Exactly, that art with Luke and the stars, and just amazing. So I asked the worker, the comic book shop staff member, about, hey, what about these comics? And he started, it blew my mind. He said, explained about how the Emperor came back and all these, the Dark Empire. He explained the storyline about that. So it just blew my mind, and that opened up pretty much the rabbit hole.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
fantastic. Well, congratulations. You're probably the first person I've ever met who started with Shadows of the Empire Evolutions. That's
sure,
great.
I bet.
That's great. Now, what have been some things here at Legends Con that you've done today that you've found particularly enjoyable?
Well, just meeting other fans, that's always a highlight. And like I mentioned before, meeting the authors, just hearing the inspiration to their work, and just fans just sharing that enthusiasm and just appreciation to them, to the authors. That's a highlight for me, definitely.
Nice, cool. All right, one more question. What's your favorite Star Wars Legends story of all time?
It's a hard one. Shadows of the Empire, the novel.
Okay.
And Darth Plagueis, it's a tie.
Okay.
Not Truth Akura. Sorry, Freddie.
I got you, Freddie.
Yeah.
I got you.
But it's a good one. I appreciate that one.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. Well, thanks for your time, and it's nice to get to meet you.
Thank you so much, Jared.
Try to set the camera just right. I've never tried to use one of these sticks before. All right, Jared Mays here, joined by fan of the show, Jalen, cosplaying today as, whoa, there goes my camera.